For all those times you stood by me, for all the truth that you made me see, for all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrongs that you made right, for every dream you made come true, for all the love I found in you. I'll be forever thankful, baby. You're the one who held me up, never let me fall. You're the one who saw me through it all. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me, lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believed. I'm everything I am because you loved me. Ooh, yeah. You gave me wings and made me fly. You touched my hand, I could touch the sky. I lost my faith, you gave it back to me. You said no star was out of reach. You stood by me and I stood tall. I had your love, I had it all. I'm grateful for each day you gave me. Maybe I don't know that much, but I know this much is true. I was blessed because I was loved by you.
You were my strength when I was weak.
You were my
When
strength.
I couldn't speak.
You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me, lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believed. I'm everything I am because you loved me. Oh, you were always there for me, the tender wind that carried me, light in the dark, shining your love into my life. You've been my inspiration, through the lies you were the truth. My world is a better place because of you.
You were my strength when I was weak.
You were my strength.
When I couldn't speak.
Oh, when I couldn't speak. You saw the best there was in me. Oh, 'cause you believed. I'm everything I am because you loved me.
When I couldn't speak.
My voice.
When I couldn't sing.
You saw the best there was in me. Oh, believed. I'm everything I am because you loved me. Oh, I'm everything I am because you loved me. Hey everybody, it's Cheyenne. So that was Because You Loved Me by Celine Dion. Now I absolutely love this song. This song is sorry about that. This song is also one of the songs that I grew up with, along with many of the other songs that you've heard me sing so far. This one holds a lot of meaning to me as well, in the fact that, you know, growing up I always thought that this would be a song mainly for a father-daughter dance, or about God, or just, you know, that. But, you know, as I've grown up, I've kind of realized that it's everyone in your life that influences you in a way. And that while God might be a big part of it, or, you know, someone else if you don't believe in that stuff, he's not the only part, and, you know, my dad isn't the only part, and honestly, I think the people who have played the biggest part in my life are my best friends, Gavin, Heather, Jordan, and a lot of other people. Not a lot of other people. I have a small group of best friends, but just thinking about the people who have been with me the longest, just living here, and who have, you know, kind of stuck through with it, despite how I could be sometimes, and just the times that I wanted so badly to give up, they were there, you know. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with any of my other close friends, you know. They hadn't known me then. Like, they knew me now, and they've seen a lot of those sides of me too, and they've helped me through it. But, you know, after knowing someone for so long, and it wasn't something that I was completely used to, because either I couldn't remember it, or I didn't know people for that long because I got so used to moving around. Having people who you can remember, who were there for you in some of your worst times, it's an amazing feeling. And it will happen at least once in your lifetime. At least. But, you know, to think that they would stick through despite the times that I wanted to ignore them, or despite the times that we got into a fight, or that I acted really stupid, it's heartening. And it's one of the things that made me stronger and able to trust people a little bit more. I also kind of thought of you guys as, you know, the ones who are watching the videos and stuff like that, and who just kind of cheer me on, even though I act really stupid sometimes on camera, or I act like a blubbering baby on camera like that one time. But I also couldn't help but think of my siblings. My brother included, though mostly because we fought so much, and we still somehow got through that and ended up, I mean, closer than we probably ever thought we would be when we were kids. I mean, when we were kids, I could have sworn we were at each other's throats all the time, and now, I mean, I miss my big brother. I also thought of my sisters. And I have 5 of them, but they all played a big part in my life in helping raise me when, you know, my parents had to work a lot. And I don't blame my parents, you know, life is life, and sometimes you have to work so hard at it, and they did the best they could. And I'm thankful to my parents for that. But my sisters, you know, each had their own part to play in my life. My oldest sister, Jen, was kind of my role model when I was a really little kid. I didn't, you know, back then I didn't really know about the bad stuff she did as much, which we all make mistakes. So it's not really bad stuff, it was just slight mistakes that we all make in our life. She was, you know, the one that I looked up to because she was just there, and she was always there for me back then. And so she played a big part of my life when I was a little kid, and now, you know, I still think of her as one of my closest sisters, just because, you know, no offense to my other sisters, I'm not picking out favorites here, I promise, just because we spent so much time hanging out together when I was a kid, and it just meant a lot to me. And then, of course, my sister Brandy, she was one of the people who helped me gain a bit of a backbone, just because, you know, she always talks to me about how I can't let people control my life, and I understand that. And, you know, my sister Jessica, I don't know, I just feel like I can, you know, I feel like this with all my sisters, I feel like I can talk to them about anything, but, you know, my sister Jess is definitely one of those sisters. we'll have those like midnight conversations, because normally when she comes over to visit, she spends the time in my room, and we'll just sit up at night sometimes talking, and it's nice. And, you know, she's encouraged me to do a lot of the stuff that I want to do, as have the rest of my sisters. But, you know, it's great. My sister Nicole is, you know, all my sisters are honest, but I feel like Nicole is the most honest, and she is absolutely awesome. Like, all my sisters are awesome, of course. She also wants to be a singer, and she's also given me a big part of my backbone. She's always stood behind me no matter what, and she's always been there even when she couldn't be right there. And I will always be grateful to that, you know, from all of my family, from all of my friends. But that's what I remember the most with her. And Elizabeth has been there for me through a lot of things. And I mean, I might start crying here because, you know, my sister Elizabeth, I used to be horrible to her, you know? I said some terrible things when I was a kid. I made her cry once. Of course, I felt terrible about it right afterwards, and I apologized, but every time I think about it, I just think about the words that I said and how she's still right there despite everything I did. And that she's, you know, she's seen me at my absolute worst. I mean, there's no one who knows me as well as my sister Elizabeth does. And I mean, that's no one's fault. You know, she was the one that was there, and I'm sure that if my other sisters had been able to be there, they would have been there. But Elizabeth, I mean, she's seen me completely and totally break down. And she's been there. I mean, it's like I said with my friends, to have people who have seen you at your absolute worst and still want to be around you, like still want to give you their time of day, is the most amazing thing you could ask for. And so that's what this song means to me. It's not just faith in God, it's not just faith in what you're doing, it's the faith that you get from other people to know that you are worth it. And I'm so thankful and grateful to everyone who's been there for me, and everyone who is there for me now. I could never be more grateful. And I've said this before, and I mean it. And I want you guys to remember that, you know, it's not just me who's had this for me, that you guys have someone there for you too. Even if you're just now watching this, you know, I'm here. You can use the comments, or you can use my email. You know, I put it there so I can help people. Or for, you know, suggestions, song suggestions, or advice. That's what I do it for. I think it's the people in my life that have led me to want to be the kind of person that others can come to when they need help. There's so much I want to do with my life, and it's all because of the people who have been there for me. And for the people who haven't been there. When I think about what I would have turned out as if things hadn't gone wrong in my life, I'm scared of who I would see. I'm happy that I am the way I am, even if I don't always act like it or feel like it. And I owe it to you guys. So, you know, as I always say, don't forget that you are absolutely amazing. And go and change someone's life today, even if it's your own. Even if it's just saying hello to someone. Trust me, even the smallest thing can make the biggest difference. And I love you guys. Don't forget to dance today, even though, you know, this is made at 11 o'clock at night. Don't forget to dance today when I'm putting this up. And, God, just have fun with your life. And be who you want to be and be who you are. Okay? Man. I mean, if you liked it, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, these late night things might always be a little mushy and stuff, but I really mean the things that I say. I really do. If you didn't like it, please make sure to comment and tell me why so that I can get better. If it said I'm mushy, I'm sorry. I'm always like this. I'm just mushy and weird. It's just my combination. I'm crazy, I swear. If you have any song suggestions of your own, once again, comments below or my email. I do my best to check those every day, and I'm always going to do my best to get those done as soon as possible. And, you know, if I can't, I'll let you know, and I'll let you know the reason why. I'm not just going to leave you hanging. Yeah, I think that's it. No, there's something I'm missing. Oh, the rights to this song go to Celine Dion and her producers. If you haven't heard the original, make sure to go listen to it. It's actually a pretty popular song because it is known as father-daughter song. It's, you know, kind of big. You know, you raised me, just woo, kind of like you raised me up, you know, except that's more of a... Anyways, yeah. Woo. Woo. I lost my train of thought, but yeah. So, I love you guys so much. Once again, don't forget that you're awesome. Don't forget that you matter. Stay you. Believe in yourself. Go and dance and have fun, man. Just go have fun. And, you know, stay in school if you're in school. Stay in school. Get your education. Learn the Pythagorean theorem. That, I can't speak at all. I can't speak today, so just learn what pneumonotric microscopic subvolcanic coniosis is, and then I'll be proud. I'm just kidding. I'm proud of you no matter what, but if you know what pneumonotric microscopic subvolcanic coniosis is, good job. Chances are you're probably going to the medical field because it's a medical term. I'll go ahead and tell you guys, it is medical term for black lungs from coal mining. Oh, and if you try to spell it with an N, you're already spelling it wrong. It starts with a P. It's like, pneumonia. There we go. That's the word that I was looking for. It's also a very long word. It's like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. But, anyways, I'm getting off track once again. I love you guys. Stay you. Believe in yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.